This video introduces you to health and safety at Dock. Your manager will allocate you an induction buddy or mentor on your first day. This buddy will provide support, guidance, advice about joining Dock and ease you into your role. Ask your buddy about Dock procedures and policies, job-related issues or processes. Your buddy will support you during your first weeks at work. The life-saving rules for health and safety were developed by Dock and the Public Service Association to focus on high-risk areas. Taking note of these will help ensure that no one gets hurt. Your manager will inform you of these rules and be a best practice role model to you. Become familiar with your office emergency procedures and your wardens. These will be explained and pointed out to you by your induction buddy or Dock's wonderful administration staff. The whereabouts system helps ensure we know where everybody is. Your office will have a system tailored to your specific needs. This usually involves tools such as whiteboards, the VHF radio protocols, and buddy systems. If you work across different Dock offices, you will likely find that whereabouts systems differ. So take time to learn about them. The Health and Safety intranet site is the first place to go to find information and resources that will help you keep healthy and safe whilst working for the department. Later, take your time to look through the site. A well workforce is also a safe workforce. There are extensive resources for well-being on the intranet and within Dock Learn. Risk Manager is a web-based system used to record, identify and control hazards, record incidents and investigations, develop safety plans and many other things. Should your role require use of Risk Manager, you will be given access to and training in the system. Your buddy or administration person will show you how to access the system. The team leader role is critical to keeping team members safe. The team leader has the capability to lead teams in the field and make good judgments and decisions that involve all team members. Team leaders are not necessarily the most senior person present, but will have the right skills for a leader or mentoring role at that moment. One day, you may well find yourself in this role. Safety plans cover all the different hazards you might face as part of a task and how to reduce the risk of harm to yourself and others. These are normally prepared well in advance of the job, and you should expect to be involved. The job safety analysis is a risk assessment identifying the hazards and controls for each job prior to commencing the job. The team leader facilitates this, and you are expected to contribute. The toolbox talk follows the job safety analysis. It is an on-site talk about changes, confirmation of the team leader, and work methods for the day. Any person in the team can undertake this, including you. Hazards and risks are not at all the same. A hazard is anything which can cause you harm. A risk is the probability and likelihood that a hazard will cause you harm. Whilst hazards don't change, risks can change from day to day, even when using the same piece of machinery or doing the same task. The environment, time of day, weather, personnel, and other things can easily change the level of risk. In your job, you will likely be exposed to risk, so it is important to understand how to manage risk and that you are involved in the job safety analysis. It is also important that if you observe something that looks unsafe or you do not feel safe, speak up. Incidents are reported to your supervisor or manager. It is your responsibility to report any incidents, including unsafe acts and near misses, immediately to your supervisor or manager. It is important to report incidents so we can investigate, review controls, increase safety awareness, prevent reoccurrence, and learn from past failures. The department manages its own workplace injury claims, so if you do have a workplace injury, the department will support you through it. If you do suffer pain or discomfort whilst at work, report this immediately to your supervisor or manager so we can address the problem quickly. Do not let it linger. Staff gain competency in hazardous tasks by completing training, and in many cases by undertaking field assessments. The training requirements for the health and safety competencies are mostly described in the standard operating procedures or in Risk Manager. It is your manager's responsibility to ensure you are competent to undertake a task. When undertaking hazardous work, you must have the competency to do so or be supervised by a person who is competent. If you have a health and safety competency, it will be displayed in Dock Learn. If there are competencies that can expire, you and your manager will receive an email notification as the expiry date approaches. Vehicle driving is the department's highest risk. Dock workers drive thousands of kilometers a day. You are expected to have read and understood the Motor Vehicle Use and Safe Driving Standard Operating Procedure within your first month at dock, submit your driver's license, and pass the driver competencies required before being permitted to drive a vehicle. This is managed through Dock Learn, where you will have to complete the Dock Motor Vehicle Driver Authorization. There is a 5-minute vehicle safety check that you should do every time you use a dock vehicle. You are responsible for the safe use of the vehicle when driving as part of your job. We are now at the end of this video. Continue with the other short support videos. These videos explain the job safety analysis, whereabouts processes, team leadership, as well as other messages. You will be asked a few questions along the way, so watch these carefully. In the final video, identify each icon that appears and take the time to read more from your life-saving rules printout. Finally, and most importantly, we want to ensure that you return home safely to your loved ones each day. So don't forget, the dock vision for health and safety is injury-free and safe home every day.